Here's the tip of the week. Have you ever felt disconnected and even at times dissociated? Most people's answer is yes, they have. Being disconnected can happen due to a lack of interest in a subject or a task, or actually a person. Usually, when people get bored with the subject or lose interest in the topic, or if they don't agree with the subject or are not interested in debating it, they take their attention away. It could be due to preoccupation with a subject, another subject. If someone is problem solving, contemplating, or analyzing, they tend to put their attention and energy fully on their mental task. So while they're sitting at a dinner table with a family or watching a movie, a part of them is fully engaged in an internal process. Therefore, they're pretty much disconnected from their physical space. Others disconnect due to being overwhelmed by an emotional uncomfortableness with a situation. If there are conflicts they have to face, if they anticipate a fight, or any form of emotional uproar, they tend to shy away and disconnect. Some disconnect due to attempting to control their anger so that they don't lash out. Being physically and mentally tired will also create disconnection to preserve the small amount of energy that is left to handle their daily task. At times, one disconnects from one thing but is fully present to another. And at times, there's a need to disconnect from the outside world and just go within to recharge. Many use disconnection from a part of their body as a form of pain management. Dissociation, on the other hand, is disconnection from one's body and self, which usually appears during a trauma. When one has experienced utter powerlessness and helplessness, the anxiety of facing death, not being or being harmed, the pain in the body from it being abused, assaulted, raped, all of those forces the person to disconnect from their body and at times from themselves as they know it, from the self who they know themselves as. Some refuse to connect with their body after trauma. They end up also harming or abusing their body. Some even mutilate their own body parts to feel pain and remind themselves that this body is theirs. Dissociation is used as a coping mechanism to survive. As long as the person is still living in a situation where abuse and trauma are going on, dissociation helps the person to hold on to their ego strength and survive the situation. It's a way to prevent psychosis almost. However, continues as an automatic way of existing even when the person no longer lives under those conditions. The younger the person and the length of the time that one has endured a trauma determines the depth and severity of their dissociation. Healing the trauma is the key to coming back to the body and therefore connecting with the present moment fully. I've had the privilege of working 30 years with clients who have gone through trauma such as childhood, physical and emotional, mental, and sexual abuse. Worked with veterans surviving the actual war, but not the one in their head. The worst domestic wars, which happens at home from your mate. It takes healing and integrating the dissociated parts of the self for a person to fully experience livelihood and fulfillment in their life. There are times that disconnection is necessary. The disconnection and the distinction of when it is useful to be utilized versus disconnection being a to-go-to coping mechanism automatically is important. To live an intentional life where you can be present, feel, experience life requires you to be in your body, to be present. Your presence, your attention, your interest, your willingness to be open and receive all information are all necessary components. You deserve to experience your life fully. You only get one life. Experience every moment of it fully. This is why you're alive and here on earth. For more observational and integrational skills to become fully present and whole, get my book, Life Reset, the awareness integration path to create the life you want. Thank you for listening.